Alright folks, gather round because today we're diving into a world where leaves are worth more than laptops and potted plants cost more than a used car. I'm talking big bucks, green luxury, the kind of houseplants that'll have your wallet sweating. In this video, we're counting down the 15 most expensive houseplants in the world, and no, these aren't your grandma's pothos. We're talking variegated legends, rare hybrids, and collectors' holy grails that fetch jaw-dropping prices at auctions and black market plant swaps. So whether you're a seasoned plant nerd or just here for the botanical drama, buckle up because some of these price tags are going to make your Monstera cry. Alright, let's kick things off with a true rockstar of the rare plant world, Rhaphidophora Tetrasperma Variegata. This little guy may look like a mini Monstera with a splash of cream paint, but don't let its size fool you, it's one of the most sought-after and expensive houseplants out there. We're talking thousands of dollars for a well-variegated cutting, especially if the marbling is just right. What makes it so pricey? Scarcity. Mostly that perfect white and green mix doesn't come easy, and growers often have to propagate dozens just to get one stunner. Plus, plant collectors? They go wild for that rare leaf pattern, like sneakerheads chasing a limited drop. It's not just a plant, it's a flex, a conversation piece, and sometimes even an investment. So yeah, if you see one in the wild, handle with care, you're basically holding the plant version of a luxury handbag. Coming in next is the Bonsai, and no, I'm not talking about the $30 mall kiosk versions, I'm talking ancient, meticulously shaped masterpieces that have been passed down through generations. Some of these living sculptures are over 800 years old and have sold for hundreds of thousands, even over $1 million. What makes a bonsai so insanely valuable isn't just age, it's the artistry, decades of pruning, wiring, and shaping, all done with surgical precision and infinite patience. Each tree tells a story, and serious collectors see them as living works of art, like owning a Van Gogh that needs watering. These aren't just plants, they're legacy pieces, and if you're lucky enough to have one, you're not just a plant parent, you're a curator of history. Alright, plant number 3 is the Monstera Oceana mint, and trust me, this one is pure eye candy for serious collectors. Imagine your classic Monstera, but every leaf looks like it's been brushed with icy mint swirls straight out of a high-end art studio. The variegation on this beauty is rare and ridiculously unpredictable, which only adds to the obsession. We're talking a few $1,000s for a healthy specimen, and even more if the mint pattern hits that sweet spot of balanced color. It's one of those plants that doesn't just sit in a corner, it demands attention, like a tropical celebrity with a fan club. And if you ever manage to get your hands on one, just know you're basically adopting a green unicorn with attitude. Coming in hot at number 4 is the Strelitzia Nicolai Variegata, and yeah, that's a mouthful, but this plant is pure drama in the best way possible. Picture a giant bird of paradise with bold, towering leaves that look like they've been hand-painted with white brushstrokes. It's not subtle, it's not shy. This plant is the botanical version of walking into a room wearing designer sunglasses indoors. Because of how rare and slow-growing the variegated version is, prices can shoot up to several $1,000s, especially for mature specimens. It's got the tropical vibes of a resort in Bali and the exclusivity of a VIP lounge. Basically, if you own one, your living room just leveled up to celebrity status. At number 5, we've got the Philodendron Gloriosum Variegata, and this one lives up to the name, no exaggeration. Think velvet leaves the size of dinner plates, each streaked with creamy white lightning bolts that make plant collectors lose their minds. It's got that lush, jungle royalty vibe but with a rare twist, and that variegation? Totally unpredictable, which only makes it more valuable. Prices for a striking specimen can climb into the thousands, especially if the leaf contrast is sharp and symmetrical. It grows slow, it demands attention, and it absolutely steals the spotlight wherever it sits, kind of like the diva of your plant shelf, and honestly, it knows it. Sliding into spot number 6 is the Alocasia Black Velvet Gold, and yes, it sounds like a luxury fragrance, but this plant is all about dark elegance with a golden twist. Picture deep, almost black leaves with a velvety finish that catches the light like crushed silk, and then throw in rare golden variegation that looks like lightning frozen mid-strike. This isn't just rare, it's ridiculously rare. Collectors go wild trying to get even a small, stable specimen. It's moody, dramatic, and a total showstopper, with prices easily reaching into the thousands for that perfect gold on black contrast. If Batman had a plant collection, this would be his crown jewel, dark, mysterious, and worth a fortune. Coming in hot at number 7 is the Philodendron Caramel Marble Variegated, and yeah, The name alone sounds like a fancy dessert, but this plant is pure gold for collectors. Its leaves blend swirls of deep green, buttery caramel, and creamy white in a marbled pattern that looks almost too pretty to be real. Every leaf is like a new painting, totally unique, which is exactly why plant folks drop serious cash to get one. It's slow growing, super fussy about light, and the variegation can shift wildly, so owning one feels like babysitting a moody piece of living art. When this plant shows off a perfect caramel-streaked leaf, it's not just a flex, it's a botanical mic drop. At number 8, we've got the Scindapsus Rubicon Variegated, a name that sounds like a secret agent, and honestly, it kind of acts like one too. This plant is mysterious, rare, and absolutely stunning, with thick, velvety leaves that shimmer in deep green and burgundy tones, splashed with unpredictable white or silver variegation. It's the kind of plant that doesn't scream for attention but quietly demands respect, like the cool one at the party who says 2 words and leaves everyone curious. Collectors lose it over this one because it's nearly impossible to find, and when it does pop up, get ready to shell out thousands. It's elite, it's exclusive, and if you've got one, you're definitely not playing in the beginner league anymore. Holding court at number 9 is the Anthurium King of Spade, and this one wears its crown with pride. Massive, heart-shaped leaves with that signature deep green velvet sheen make it look like royalty straight out of a fantasy novel. But the real showstopper? The spade-like shape and those bold veins that almost glow under the right light. It's not just big, it's dramatic, and when it reaches maturity, it's got the kind of presence that makes people stop mid-sentence. This plant doesn't come cheap, we're talking thousands for a well-formed specimen, partly because it's rare, and partly because growing it to perfection takes serious skill. It's not just a plant, it's a statement piece with attitude. Coming in at number 10 is the Philodendron Pink Princess, and let's be real, this plant is Instagram royalty. With its dark green, almost black leaves splashed with vibrant bubblegum pink, it looks like it was designed by a pop artist on a caffeine high. But don't let the pretty name fool you, this princess is picky. That perfect pink variegation? Totally unpredictable. Too much light, it fades. Too little, it vanishes. That's why serious collectors will pay big bucks for a specimen with strong, consistent coloring. It's flashy, dramatic, and a little bit high maintenance, basically, the diva of the philodendron world, and she knows she's being watched. At number 11, we've got the legendary Monstera Obliqua, and no, not the common kind you see on Pinterest. This is the real deal, the one with more hole than leaf, so delicate it looks like it might disintegrate if you breathe too hard. It's insanely rare, insanely fragile, and yep, insanely expensive. We're talking several $1,000s for a single well-rooted plant. What makes it so valuable is how hard it is to grow and how slow it develops, which means supply is basically a trickle. Collectors chase this one like it's the holy grail, and owning one is like joining an elite club where your plant shelf suddenly gets a whole lot more street cred. Coming in at number 12 is the Philodendron Tortum, a plant that looks like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie set. Its leaves aren't broad or lush like most philodendrons. Instead, they're thin, rib-like, almost skeletal, with a wild, architectural vibe that screams rare and exotic. It's not just a plant, it's a sculptural statement, something that makes people stop and say, wait, what is that? On top of the unique look, it's hard to find in good condition, especially with strong structure and healthy growth, which is why the price tag can easily climb into the thousands. It's weird, it's wonderful, and it absolutely owns its spot on the Expensive Houseplant Hall of Fame. At number 13, we've got the Fiddle leaf fig tree, yeah, the one you've probably seen in every modern magazine spread, but here's the twist. We're talking massive, mature specimens, not the sad little ones dying in someone's living room. When this plant reaches full tree status, tall, lush, perfectly shaped, it becomes a serious flex piece, often priced in the thousands, especially when grown indoors for years. Its huge, violin-shaped leaves bring that bold, sculptural look that designers drool over, and while it's temperamental as heck, hates drafts, hates being moved, basically hates change, when it thrives, it turns any room into a showroom. It's dramatic, it's iconic, and when full grown, it's not just a plant, it's a statement with roots. At number 14, say hello to the Hoya Carnosa Compacta, also known as the Hindu rope, but this one's not your average trailing houseplant. The variegated version? That's where the money's at. Thick, waxy leaves twist and curl like a succulent spiral staircase, and when you throw in creamy white or pink variegation, it suddenly becomes a collector's dream. It grows slow, like really slow, which makes those picture-perfect vines even more valuable. People will drop thousands on a long, healthy strand with strong variegation, and for good reason. It's weird, it's wild, and it looks like a botanical sculpture hanging from your ceiling. Not your grandma's Hoya, this one's pure plant luxury. Wrapping things up at number 15 is the Philodendron Jose Buono, and this one's got that rare mix of size, style, and straight-up swagger. We're talking massive leaves splashed with creamy, marbled variegation that looks like abstract art in plant form. No two leaves are alike, and that unpredictability? That's exactly what collectors go crazy for. It grows big, it grows bold, and when it's thriving, it takes over a space in the most dramatic way possible. Prices can soar into the thousands, especially for specimens with strong contrast and mature size. It's not subtle, it's not easy to find, and it's definitely not cheap, but if you've got one, you've got bragging rights in the plant world for life. And there you have it, 15 of the most jaw-droppingly expensive houseplants in the world. Whether you're a collector, a casual plant lover, or just here for the leafy drama, one thing's clear: in the plant world, rarity rules and beauty isn't cheap. Hit that like button if your wallet cried a little, and don't forget to subscribe for more botanical eye candy. Catch you in the next one.